Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on your Wednesday, waking up to a soupy morning at that. I'm Kimberly Davis along with Stephanie Simmons.
Hi, everybody. Jennifer, Reyna, Chita Craft here as well. So, Chita, we've been dealing with a lot of fog lately. Is that still the case this morning?
It is. We have a three-peat bag. So is our Galleria camera this morning. So inside the city, you may run into some really dense fog. So a heads up. Again, Harris County is still under that active dense fog to 89 yesterday afternoon. So we're not as warm as yesterday, but we're definitely above average. Jelly roll tonight. Who's going? All right, temperatures in the 70s this evening, dropping down to the 60s. This is the thing, Jen. We're going to keep it pretty steady even tomorrow. Cold front on the way for Friday.
Oh, sounds good. Well, I'm going to Jelly Roll.
Yay.
I'm so excited. I know I want to hear him sing Save Me, Need a Favor. I mean, the list is really long. So hopefully if you're going, you enjoy. I know traffic can be painful, but once you get there, then it's all smiles, right? Well, looking clean and green on our traffic map, except for the fog that's an issue, we have no problems. So 225, still looking at Tidal, drive time under 15 minutes in and out of LaPorte. West Loop at Westheimer, southbound lanes seem to be moving here close to the Galleria. So that's going to be your latest look there. 20 minutes in from Kingwood. Very pleased with the short drive times that we have on our hands right now.
Jennifer, morning candidates who won last night are now shifting their focus onto their next race.
For some, that's a runoff in May. For others, that's the general election in November. Victor Jacobo is live outside the Harris County Election Technology Center to break down some of the big results from the primary night. Victor, good morning.
Competitor announced that she was running for the seat when Jackson Lee was running for mayor.
And Jackson Lee eventually lost to Mayor John Whitmire and then decided to defend her seat. An interesting connection there. Edwards used to intern for Jackson Lee's staff back in Washington, D.C. This morning, results across the nation point to a repeat of Biden versus Trump this November. Here's Skylar Henry. This morning, HISD is promising to pay teachers and staff more in the upcoming school year.
The district released its new compensation plan just yesterday. And this morning,
This week is also Severe Weather Awareness Week in Texas, and we are helping you get prepared for any weather event that could hit the Houston area.
So this morning, we are talking about tornado safety.
Let's check in with Chita now, and when's our next chances that we may be looking at some storms, Chita?
Friday. Friday is our next best chance for thunderstorms. And then it first starts you off for tomorrow, for your Thursday. Central to North Texas, that's where we're going to see our storm chance ramp up Thursday. Now, getting into your Friday forecast, I think we'll start the day pretty much dry. Temperatures will be on the mild side. And then take a look at what develops right along our cold front. So this is the boundary that's going to spark up these thunderstorms. For the most part, they want to stay areas just north of Conroe, but I think an isolated thunderstorm in town is very possible. Jen, this looks mainly like your midday through your afternoon on Friday, picking up about a half to maybe upwards of an inch of rain. I'll send it over to you.
All right, we are at least forewarned and know what to expect. Thank you, Chita. We are looking at 69 East Tex Freeway at Aldine Melrod. Went straight out to a live camera because we do have those soupy conditions that continue. So I wanted to show you as you leave Atascocita and Humboldt how it's shaping up. This is the east side of town. This is the bridge and a little bit difficult to see. 146 Fred Hartman, north and southbound drivers seem to be behaving. Everything's fine overall. No major issues as far as any crashes, but we do have a couple of stalled vehicles out there on shoulders, so please stay in your lane. Now down here in Lamarck, Delaney at 45 continues to be shut down. That roadwork project continues until September, months away from now. Over to you.
oh boy.
I know. Pack your patience. It is 5:12.
Still ahead, a new clinch to the election. Gun control and immigration are major topics of conversations for candidates this year.
Now there's a claim circulating that a rule was changed to allow illegal immigrants to be able to purchase guns in the United States. It is 5:19. Let's get to some of your morning headlines.
Starting with the risk of drinking diet soda.
Travel.
What's
Wow.
she doing? What's she
Leave it.
doing by us?
Hungry.
Okay. I don't know. I have to look into that. If great white sharks are usually in the Gulf.
I don't like it. That's why I don't get in the water now.
Okay, well.
Well,
Lee
no,
Beth
and
is
it's
in there.
so warm.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's the
wow,
thing.
I'm really shocked. Yeah, because the closer they get to land, of course, the warmer, it starts to get. So anyway, this morning we are starting off with some dense fog. So Galveston, inside city of Houston, Gallery, I'm talking to you. That's where our cameras are showing the thickest fog. From Navasota into the Houston Botanical Gardens this morning, temperatures in the mid 60s, but visibility's a little bit better. So it's kind of touch and go here. Where are you waking up this morning? Harris County, potentially Brazoria County, maybe Galveston County. That's where the fog is the worst, and visibilities in some areas. Then that's the fast warm up. Okay, we're going to have that 10-degree warm up here after lunchtime today. So once the sun comes out, it's pretty quick how temperatures will get close to 80 degrees and even above that 80-degree mark. Temperature-wise for the rodeo, tonight should be in the upper 70s. So it's going to be mild, muggy, warm, very much like last night. I'm not expecting rain today. Embedded in some of that fog this morning, the potential of just a little mist is possible, but not later this afternoon. So no jackets needed thanks to the clouds. Some of this fog is really keeping our temperatures pretty mild even overnight. So we're down to a quarter of a mile at the big airport, Conroe. Notice Hobby Airport at a half a mile, Galveston down to a quarter of a mile. So yeah, the story is fog just like yesterday, and then we warm up. Let's fast forward though to Friday. We do have a pretty strong cold front that's going to be arriving all across the state of Texas. Thunderstorms will fire up right along this boundary. Now, how close does that get inside pretty much all of our counties? We will see. A big chunk of that is going to stay to our north as I advance this through Friday, and then it's basically out of here by Saturday. So it's mainly Friday that we could see area-wide rain. Jen, at this point, I would say north of Conroe, a few strong thunderstorms very possible.
Uh-oh. All right, Conroe, be on the lookout. Thanks a lot, Chita. We are looking at a great Thursday thus far. I know we have plenty of time for things to change, but loving all of the green that we see on our map, because that means early drivers, you're the ones who have it made. This is 69 at 288 in the downtown area, so not bad. Still some space available for you to jump on and not be so uptight to the bumper next to you. West Park Tollway at Old Westheimer, great if you're leaving Mission Bend or coming in from the west side, and doesn't look too soupy there. Hardy Toll Road, this is your live picture at Cypress Wood, so I did bounce up to the north, checking on things from Woodland Spring all the way into IAH, which no complaints right now. We do have a new weekend roadwork project on tap for tonight. I-10 Katy Freeway. It's nothing major, but inbound or eastbound approaching the 610 loop from Silver to North Post Oak, they'll shut down one lane 9 p.m. tonight until 5 a.m. in the morning. So take care.
Encouraging and helpful, and it helps you figure out why people think the way they think. If you listen to understand instead of to be defensive, it helps you understand things and see things from a different perspective.
Absolutely. Or you could just try to avoid the topic altogether, with especially your loved ones, out of respect, Go either way there.
Yeah.
All right, time now is 5:27.
Still ahead at 5:30.
That last tease, my friends, a very important story among others. I saw some of those people out at the rodeo when I was there this weekend.
So tempting to grab a ride.
Oh, it sure is, but we do have that important warning. For now, thanks for being up with us on this Wednesday. It is 5:31.
Okay, and Chita, folks driving through that this morning, well, that is the fog.
Yes, the fog.
In the 610 West Loop. So overall, no major issues. And 290, the yellow that you see from Jersey Village into 610, well, that's just a false sensor. This is 99 at Cypress Rose Hill. So hello, Klein or Glenlock Farms. How you doing up there? It looks good along your corridor all the way to 59. This is I-10, the Katy Freeway at Mason. We're looking a little bit busier. Obviously, the volume is heavier than it is on the Grand Parkway. And Southeast Siders, this is a loop right near Woodridge and 45, where traffic is moving and grooving. Over to you.
Jennifer,
Most asked question to the astronauts are,
how do you bathe?
yeah, there's that.
Right now, Americans are racking up credit card debt and amounting to more than $1 trillion.
We believe it. That number includes billions in late fees. And as Nikki Batiste reports, the White House is now cracking down.
Are shut down, so try to avoid that intersection because police are investigating. Now, as far as soupy conditions, we're in Galveston County. This is pretty much on the coast. Gulf Freeway at Lewis Lane. Still hard to see the markings and the next vehicle, so just be sure that you have your eyes up, your cells down. All of those distractions are kept to a minimum. Right now, your drive time is a mere 55 minutes to get in from Galveston County, which is normal. We're on the north side of town, northwest, 249 at Spring Cypress. Now, your visibility isn't that challenging here. Headlights are beginning to stack up. As you can see, they're making their way into the North Beltway. And then we also have this little traffic alert for tonight. Nothing major, but Katy Freeway inbound from Silver to North Post Oak. One lane is shut down 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. Over to you.
Jen, thanks. Time now is 5:56, and right now the next generation of space travelers are ready for exploration.
After more than 2 years of basic training, 12 brand new Artemis astronauts have earned their wings.
Right, congrats to those 12. That's quite a task. All right, time now is 5:56 and all new it is a busy Wednesday. Good morning, Houston. Great to have you up early with us. I'm Stephanie Simmons here with Kimberly Davis, Jennifer Reyna, and Chita.
Busy morning indeed, to a foggy start as well.
It is. And then by the afternoon, we are warm. No jackets needed today. High of 82 degrees today. Now, it is almost time to spring forward. Okay, Saturday night into Sunday morning. Yes, we will lose an hour of sleep. So instead of our sunrise at 6:43, it'll be at 7:36 Sunday. And then instead of 6:30 for our sunset, Jen, the sun will appear like it stays up later because our clocks change. But I mean, we lose sleep all the time on this shift, but it's actually like you're going to really lose sleep Sunday morning. So
Yeah.
be prepared.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes easier for drivers when that sun really lasts until the PM hours. Hey, we are getting a little bit busier and busier as the morning ticks on. So this problem is just one of several. Tidwell at Wheatley is a deadly. Notice also the North Freeway just beginning to look stacked from westbound Houston into 610, but try to avoid Tidwell Wheatley as the street is shut down with the police investigation. A minor problem here in the intersection of the South Beltway at Kirby. You can see police are on scene. No major problems there, but slow and go as you run through the intersection in the light. I did want to take you up to the North Freeway at Shenandoah. Low clouds is what we are dealing with. Chita and I have both been talking about that, and we've been tracking different camera shots. And here we go down the roadway in case you live closer in at 45 and West Road.
Jennifer, thank you. At 6:02, we turn now to the national results from Super Tuesday.
And as we come on the air at this hour, the Associated Press is reporting that Nikki Haley plans to suspend her presidential campaign.
Are able to project winners in key races in last night's primary.
Victor Jacobo is live outside Harris County election headquarters, where those votes are being added to the overall total this morning. And Victor, we saw incumbents in our area facing serious challenges on the Democratic side.
Our newsroom overnight, the Houston Federation of Teachers is responding to a new compensation plan for HISD.
These plans were just released yesterday.
Weather Awareness Week here in Texas, and we are making sure you're prepared for any weather event that may come here to Houston.
Today, we are making sure you are prepared in case a tornado hits.
And thank you. Your time now is 6:11.
New in just 2 minutes.
And this morning, experts are warning everyone that it's important to stay alert.
A new report from the Better Business Bureau showed a huge increase in scams costing people money in 2023. That is one that will certainly get you cryptocurrency. I put some money in there and all it did was slowly dwindle down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did it. And I'm not Gen Z. It sounds good, but you know what they say. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
I was like, get away from me. Delete, delete, delete. Any emails, phone calls, hang up on them. Yeah. I'm suspicious of everyone. Even I don't even know
this
you
is
that
your
well.
auntie, Steph.
Time now is 6:15 and coming up next, cutting your pre-category for a long time. All right, Chita. Well, we need that info. We don't like it, but we need it. Thank you. All right, at 6:25 now, let's get to some of this morning's headlines that we are tracking for you today.
New today, legislation that would restart IVF in Alabama could become law by tonight or even tomorrow. The Alabama State House and Senate are expected to vote today. This is in response to a state Supreme Court ruling last month calling a frozen embryo a child. And now lawmakers say they want to create a shield from legal liability. Right now, clinics also say they are on hold because they fear penalties.
House off, paid my house off. That's what they
Charles
start
makes
saying.
me want to buy a scratch off.
Yes, you should. That's what a wonderful feeling. Now he's probably getting more than 6 hours of sleep a night.
Yes, he's very responsible.
His mind at ease. All right. Well, congrats to him. That's wonderful. Time now is 6:27 and coming up for you at 6:30.
We are under an active dense fog advisory for Harris, Matagorda, Brazoria, and Galveston County. Some of our visibilities have dropped below a quarter of a mile, which you can clearly see on Seawall Boulevard Plus.
Catastrophic. That's how state officials describe the damage to crops and cattle and the Texas Panhandle as wildfires continue to burn.
Safety tips to take with you inside the rodeo. A doctor's warning before you feed the wild ones in the petting zoo.
You left all the animals there, right?
No.
Right.
Good.
You gotta check her bag.
If I go to a petting zoo, I will leave with something in my shirt that's moving.
Did you get the goat milk?
Don't worry
I
about
actually
it,
need that.
Cheetah.
Cheetah's daughter needs the goat milk.
I know, I'm like, get the goat milk.
Sorry,
expensive.
it is expensive. Stuff was like it was this much.
Thank you so much for
Sore
joining us
subject.
on your Wednesday morning. It is 6:31.
If you weren't joining us yesterday at this time, I didn't do a great job milking a goat. So we're going to work on it as Cheetah works on telling you the forecast of the fog right now.
It's foggy too. Yesterday, did you think it was hot? It was 89 for your high yesterday, so really, really warm, record breaking. Today we're still in the low 80s. Who's going tonight to the rodeo? All right, Jelly Roll in the house. Temperature wise, it's still warm. It's still going to be humid, so no jackets needed. Jen, I know you've been saying that you're going to Jelly Roll tonight. So yesterday on Great Day, Deborah Duncan said this. She said, cotton candy sweet as gold. Let me see your Jelly Roll. I thought that was so good. I thought it was so good.
To our newscast, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm sure a ton of folks are going to be headed tonight. You know to expect some extra traffic and just be patient. Use your blinkers. I know it seems like common sense, but a lot of you forget. We are beginning to see the orange, yellow splatter up everywhere. Notice we have one problem here on the East Beltway southbound at the bridge. It is a stalled vehicle, seeing slow traffic conditions back to I-10. That'll cost you about 5 to 6 extra minutes. You can see our camera sort of wiggling there, and you can also see the visibility issues that we're dealing with. Also downtown Houston, typically heavy along 69. This is Gulf Freeway at Howard Belfort, right near Hobby Airport. Zero issues up the Gulf Freeway, but right now in from Clear Lake, you'll need at least 34 minutes to head into town.
All right, and sticking with traffic. And this morning, the focus now shifts to the runoffs in May for some races and the general election in November for the others following last night's primaries.
Our Victor Hawko.
Turning now to two of the other big races we are following for you.
Right now, 97% of precincts are reporting votes this morning, and right now, 6:38, and tonight, Jelly Roll will take the stage at the rodeo. And before you go, law enforcement is urging people to be very careful about using certain rideshare services. We'll have more about that sold-out concert in about 5 minutes, but right now, Rodeo Houston has so many activities for little kids to enjoy, and one of the most popular attractions is, you guessed it, the petting zoo.
Oh, it's always packed in there. But before you let your kids pet and hug the farm animals, a local doctor has some health and safety tips that you want to keep in mind. That llama knocked me over.
I love how they use the video view all up on the animals. I'm like, ooh,
But
disease.
listen, I had
Simmons.
interviewed the doctor before Victor and I went there for the petting zoo for a different story, which we'll have coming up later on the morning news. However, I looked for those hand washing stations. You got to do it before and after, because those little baby animals you want to pick up and steal and take home with you. But you can't do that.
All right.
They have a baby kangaroo though, folks, if you go on the interior petting zoo there.
We'll be on the lookout for the baby kangaroo.
It's still there. I left it there.
It is 6:47. Coming up, it is 6:51. Welcome back to KHOU 11 Morning News. Today is a big day at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yes, that's right. It's Community Day, and also Jelly Roll will perform his first rodeo concert to a sold-out crowd. Time now 6:55, and almost 12 hours after the polls close, we are checking in on the latest results. And with that, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for starting your day with us.
We hope you have a great day, Houston, and stay safe out there on the roadways.